So no, it's not all the same. Number one, so that's incredibly fucking stupid. Number two, the middle of buildings does tend to be the safest place to go. If you've ever lived in a place that has tornadoes, maybe hurricanes, you know that because that's where like all of the plumbing and like most of the foundation and all of like the big shit is. Like if you're in an outside room, it might just be you and like a thin wall and maybe like a window that can explode between you and the outside. But in middle areas, you're gonna have like a lot more internal like stuff going on that's gonna like be more sturdy.
Radiation, it's kind of like a...
Not to say that like if a nuke is dropped on your building, you're probably gonna die no matter what. But I mean like this is. Here we have Destiny, expert on nuclear explosions. RPN, no, I just paid attention during my high school chemistry and physics class, you fucking retard. Email me with a...
Yeah, I lost my selfie stick. But there was an update on the, because it got very popular to do the thing, because a lot of things were, well, anyway. This is the sticks I have. They were made to go like this, because there's just a prevalence of that. But now I don't. It said it was I thought it was optional, but I can't figure out how to do it when I do it myself when it's upside down. So I saw this thing. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting it.
Went and actually visited Chernobyl, and it was astonishing to me even decades after that happened, because I was curious. I'd heard about it and it's like, okay. Went on this little bus and went out there. They gave us these radiation monitors, these handheld radiation monitors, so that wherever we were, you know, you could kind of test and see where the radiation still existed. They're like, oh, you're gonna see apple trees and things like that. Don't eat any of the fruit because it's contaminated. It is still contaminated decades later. Walking through the middle of the town, I know everyone...
Okay. I'm gonna get triggered by chat. I don't want to talk about anything. Fuck, I'm so triggered lately. I needed the new year to come, okay? Okay. Nuclear blasts have no comparison to a nuclear reactor meltdown. These are worlds apart in terms of damage afterwards, right? You could go into Hiroshima and Nagasaki today, and the radiation levels there are about the same as anywhere else on Earth. It's normal background radiation, okay? Chernobyl leaked like 500 times the amount of radioactive material that was dropped in Hiroshima. They're not comparable. A nuke on a ground is not going to leave it irradiated like Chernobyl melting down. The mechanisms at play radioactively are completely different from the two. People think that like if a few nuclear bombs are dropped, oh my god, it's going to be radiation poisoning for decades and decades and decades. No, that's not true. A fission bomb or other types of nuclear weapons going off is not the same thing as like a nuclear reactor meltdown in terms of the amount of radioactive material lost. Or leaked into the environment. They're two totally different things.
Everyone's seen the pictures, and obviously now with that Chernobyl series, I think that Netflix did.
And new nukes might even be more efficient. I don't know if they release maybe new nukes might even release less radiation. I'm not sure though. I don't know about the new nuclear radiation, the new nuclear weapons, because I haven't read anything about them. But
more and more people know the story, but you know, walking through like the school and the classrooms where the desks and the books and the kids' shoes and the deflated basketballs, everything is still there in the way that it was when people fled and had to evacuate when that nuclear plant melted down. It was so eerie walking through there. You could almost kind of feel the heaviness of what happened there. And then as we were leaving after we left and were crossing back into Ukraine,
is that what she just said?
What? We had to go through these before we got on the bus, we had to go through these radiation, kind of like the thing you walk through in TSA, except it tests for radiation to make sure you're not actually bringing any contaminants with you back into society. All of that is to say, like, this is what we're talking about. So you see that kind of video.
That's not what we're talking about. God, she's so stupid. Everything this woman says, she's so stupid. I hate her. I hate Tulsi. Tulsi and Yang and Trump are like the three candidates that attracted the most stupid fucking people on the planet. Like, it tells me so much about you. Like, serial killer? I don't know much about you. Maybe you had a really good reason to kill a lot of people. Rapist? I don't know. Maybe you're reformed. Okay? Tulsi fan, ever at any point in your life, you're irredeemably fucked in the head. There's no salvation for you, with Yang fans being a very close second.
And you see how completely out of touch it is with the reality of what could happen in the event of a nuclear attack. And the fact that, you know, Russia's got over 6,000 nuclear warheads. The United States has over 5,000 nuclear warheads. Both countries making up 90% of the total number of nuclear warheads that exist in the world. And literally, it would just take the flick of a match to spark this war off. And that's where say, okay, well, you hear President Biden say, well, this is Putin's war. This is Putin's fault. It's Putin who's the one who's solely responsible. Well, the United States and some of these European NATO countries are fueling this war and need to provide the leadership to bring about a negotiated outcome. That is exactly what needs to happen here to prevent the destruction of the planet and life as we know it. They're not doing that. And in doing so, they are failing the American people and putting us in this position of not knowing where we're going to be in the event that this kicks off.
Do you think that whoever the powers that be and whatever the influence is from the military-industrial complex, that they are trying to prolong this in order to profit? So they're trying to...
Yes, the people that work at fucking Raytheon are like, you know, guys, we might cause a fucking nuclear war, but I think it's gonna be worth it for our fucking bottom line. There's gonna be so much fucking money to be made there in the fucking fallout. I've got so many fucking Coca-Cola bottle caps saying I'm ready for the fucking post-apocalyptic. We're like, get the fuck out of here. Like, these are think about these people as normal human beings, right? Like, not like fucking lizard men in a space station. Right? Like the guys at Lockheed are pushing the button where it's like, hey, we might get nuclear war, but think about the bottom line for our shareholders. Like,
you continue to fund Ukraine.
Johnny Cash, $50. I have no family no friends and family to spend this money on, so here you go. Happy holidays, streamer man. Wow. Well, thank you. That's also a little sad, but thanks a lot.
It gives them an...
Do you think she's actually stupid or she's purposely spreading misinfo? Combination of the both. She is a Russian stooge through and through. 1,000,000%. Absolutely. She will simp for any fucking thing. Dude, Russia could start Holocaust 2.0 and she'd be behind it, and she'd have reasons for all of it.
Excellent reason to ramp up budgets and keep shipping over weapons and arms. They keep making more and more profit and just get us right to the point where it gets squirrely. Well, Putin won't do it. He won't. But if he does it, there's no pulling back from that. And the only reason why we would ever get to that point is because people are trying to make more money.
That's the only reason.
That is certainly a major driver. I have no doubt about
look at actually caveats like a coward.
I am concerned that we may have passed that point already.
Wow, so alarmist, so scary. I'm scared.
You're talking about people pushing us right up to the line, and then just saying, well, you know, the whole theory of nuclear weapons is one of mutually assured destruction, right? Like, there's no way Putin will ever launch this because of that fear of, like, okay, well, we will all be destroyed if that happens. And they're saying, you know, Putin is many things, but he's not crazy. There's no way he's going to do this. Well, they're talking about doing it. They changed their nuclear weapons policy so that according to their laws, they would be authorized to use a nuclear weapon if they are facing any kind of existential threat, whether it's coming from a nuclear source or not. And you look at the situation that Putin is in right now. He's boxed into a corner. He's lost face. He
take my money. Apparently, I won't need it much longer. Wow, Stinkfist, 570. That doesn't sound ominous.
Where he may feel like he has nothing else to lose. And you find that same kind of mentality in people who are, you know, suicidal, or people who are bullied, or people who feel
She's
like
speaking to my audience.
Their best option is a way out. And so to be so dismissive and say, well, you know, Putin's not crazy. He's not gonna do this.
Hey, Destiny, I made this app that can search for anything you've ever said.
Thanks.
You've seen it or not, but I thought, like, you know, for the sake of transparency, if you wanted to take it down, stay careful, be safe, less than 3.
I saw people using it. Seems based.
The reality of the position that he's in.
Well, somebody else is wrapping her tonight, so it is for divorce and freedom, and all these people online are witnesses.
More babysitters.
Yeah, I mean, thinking swinging. Just we should have like discussed the term before.
Lacytron.
Even got a wedding night.
Lacytron based.
Like XQC or Trainwrecks or Asmon or who the fuck ever will, scream from the fucking highest mountain about sexual assault whenever
LSF is on Casey's side for this. Did this have to do the Adriana stuff? The Miz fans are like super hardcore in like salvation mode for Mizkif. Not that I don't blame them, but it's kind of funny to watch them. They're like the most aggressive posters for doing PR for Mizkif. It's kind of funny. Okay, we need this and gear wheels. Oof, I'm gonna do this. Oh my god, like that. Oh, genius.
it's some sort of drama that helps them, or that whenever it's some sort of drama that's going to help them in some sort of a way, then they're able to talk about it. But I feel like over the past
Based. Tethered internet connection, yes.
week, I've just seen all of these, prominent male streamers who are talking about the whole Adriana.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Artistic
Hooligans,
porn
hello,
comics.
can you hear me?
They're healthy. Honestly, they are. Gives you a chance to talk to the artist about what's going on in their life.
I'm restarting Discord.
Well, son, I just got back from work, Glenn, and you've been drawing these rather interesting comics. Just try and find a MILF to masturbate to, but you and your mom. Funny that.
I can't tell if Discord is fucked or if my internet is
like that? Like, everybody in the world's like, how can you walk without just
Sex
being
worker with
completely-
BPD
Well, I didn't
in
know.
here for the
That's
17th
going
time this
on.
week. What's
Live.
up?
Okay, hold on.
What's going on? I don't know. It's got
I'm here to
like
just
30
apologize for being a guy that thought that every Korean barbecue place, or at least even most of them, were all you can eat. I had no fucking idea that that they have like you can order shit there and they cook it for you. You're not even the person that cooks it. I didn't know
What
that
are
was
you
a
talking
thing.
about? Why are you wait, what are you apologizing for?
Well, because I used to be one of those guys in chat that was like, you're a dumbass. Every place is all you can eat. I don't know where you're going to get Korean barbecue, where you just like order.
Wait,
Like-
had you just never gone to one before, or we just completely...
No, I've been to a bunch of them. I think the thing is if you live in like a major city, like the Korean barbecue places are probably more likely to be like ordering dishes and then they cook it at your shit. But if you live in like some shitty suburb, you're probably getting like the all you can eat like dog shit quality meat stuff.
Oh, well, damn, I'm sorry.
Okay, what I really called on for was you mentioned maybe nuking the Giga Chat emote. Where do you stand on that right now?
I don't have strong opinions on it right now, but people have pointed out a lot of the negatives of it, that it's used as a discourse avoider.
True. Was there like a turning point, or you just have seen that happen more and more? Or...
No, just somebody said it and I was like, yeah, that's kind of true.
Okay, sick. Some random Tinder experience askers moment in chat. If you still live with your parents, as long as you have a job, you'll be fine. You can just blame everything on COVID. There's like 6 more months to probably blame
true.
everything on COVID.
Okay.
In my experience, yeah, if you're working, if you're like actively trying to improve yourself, most people are like, oh, sick. You probably like save a lot of money then by living with your parents, and you just be like, yep.
Wow, thanks for the advice.
Yep, that's all I have. All right, thank you.
Have you ever looked into the alternative history conspiracies from channels like Bright Insight? Might be something to dive into. Maybe someday. Dr. Jackstony Darko.
Hi, how's it going?
Pretty good. Wow, who are you?
You know, Dr. Darko, but since you stole my name, figured I'd steal yours.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
For sure. I was wondering if you had any more like advanced tips for people trying to get into like content creation and stuff. Like I know you've mentioned like having a unique perspective and being consistent with your schedule and stuff, but like I don't know, I guess just like pushing past like the, you know, bunch of like 0 view streams like for however many days.
Oh,
like
I know.
I don't
you
know.
know how
I didn't start like in this type of environment.
know.
And this environment is like very, very, very competitive, so it's hard for me to say.
Right. Yeah.
There
Yeah.
we go.
Yeah.
There
I
we
feel like
go.
that's
Here's the
it's
solution.
a hard thing to.
Let me show you how easy this is to answer this guy's
But yeah,
question.
I guess
They
like
want experience.
I don't
He
know.
wants to get into
Is
the thing.
like it's just something I want to do for fun
So
because I have like a passion for like teaching and like arguing with people. But like, do you think that like if I'm not seeking like a career out of it, like like someone like Erudite, like you know, she's just doing this on the side, right? Or is this like her main?
I think it's a side thing for her right now.
Gotcha. For sure. But yeah, I guess like I don't know. I'm worried. Just yeah, that the starting new nowadays will and only doing it for fun be easier to get like disappointed or whatever.
Well, there's
Probably, yeah.
content
Go on
creation.
panels, collab with people.
There's
That's generally what you can
content
do, right?
creation right there.
Right. Yeah.
You get with this guy, do freelance, and you get up. Then you both get something out of it.
Yeah, I think that's all I got.
Well, good luck, buddy.
Yeah, for sure. Take care. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Legendary Gogeta. Okay. I'm back. What are you doing?
Yeah, you gotta show proof of work when you go to apply for jobs with studios and stuff.
Gogeta.
Look at your proof of work. And look, he's even paying.
What?
And he
Okay.
doesn't know what he's worth, but well, no, he does, because you know, how many people are gonna be like, I'm gonna find a profile? Because people want to get paid
Connecting.
now.
Waiting. Okay.
Let's want to get paid now for shit they
Watch
haven't
this
even
video
done.
for
It's like
some
crazy.
bars. 30 sec.
Baby, I'll sell water to a well. Baby, I'll sell water to a well. I was born to get cake, move on and switch states. Capped a coupe with a roof, go on and switch plates. Never dictate, never follow orders. Dick, base, get your shit straight. Fuck all this is Big J.
Oh, fuck. I was going to ask, is this Jay-Z? Because this super sounds like Jay-Z. Or maybe it's not. She might have written it on her own, and her name starts with a J. Never mind.
Oh yeah, will not lose ever. Fuck off.
Why are we watching this?
Mandy Mayhem in your iPhone. Baby, I'll sell water to a well. I was born to get cake, move on and switch states. Capped a coupe with a roof, go on and switch plates. Never dictate, never follow orders. Dick, base, get your shit straight. Fuck all that.
Why? I don't know why, but these he must have a particular type of rap pattern, because this like just screams like Jay-Z. I mean, obviously it's a song. I wonder what that is that makes it sound like it so much.
Oh, you know what? Fucking dogs is actually good. It's actually great. I want to fuck dogs. My dog likes to get fucked.
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Based. Am I the asshole for leaving my husband for a Christmas trip to Hawaii with our kids? Every year, my family spends our Christmas in Hawaii. We've done it every year since I can remember, and it's a fun family tradition for me. After me and my husband had kids, we had to reorganize our family Christmas plans because his parents wanted to see our kids for Christmas, so we decided that we would celebrate Christmas with his parents on New Year's and go to Hawaii for actual Christmas. This is a system that worked for us until last year. Last year, his dad passed away around this time of the year, and it hit him and his mom hard. For obvious reasons, we didn't go to Hawaii. This year, we planned out what we do for the holidays early. We do Thanksgiving with his mom, and we do Christmas in Hawaii since me and my kids missed out last year. Things are going well until right before our flight. About a week out, he said he was unsure. He said that he thinks it might be better that we stay. He said he really wants to spend Christmas with his family and felt like his mom really needed it. Oof. I was unhappy about this. We made a plan. We started last month. We already had my dad buy our tickets and hotels, so it'd be incredibly unfair to me, him, and our kids for us not to go just for his mom, who we'd see a few days after we got back anyways. We got into an argument about it and proposed that me and the kids go to Hawaii. He can stay there with his mom. He decided this, but he was very clearly upset that I wasn't going to forgo my family's Christmas tradition and see my family just for his mom. So now I'm in Hawaii watching and wrangling the kids by myself while he's home alone. He said he texted me or he hasn't texted me or responded to me that much. When I call him, he only texts about 3 minutes before wanting to get off the phone with me and then talk to the girls. Oh shit. The guy in chat was asking if this is like both sides are bad or what. This seems really simple. I feel like the husband is 100% in the wrong here. I feel like it's not even close. Like,
maybe he's leaving her.
They made a plan to go on the holidays, and 1 week before, the husband wants to cancel everything for the wife and the whole family. Like, bro, 1 week before, you're gonna see them on New Year's, right? He's gonna see his mom on New Year's. Like, come on. Or at the very least, why not just bring the mom to Hawaii unless she's older or sick or something? But like.
Yeah, try and make these things. If you ask, if you
And they stayed home the first year, like.
If you have to write ask strangers on the internet.
Nah. Oh, no asshole here? No, the husband's the asshole for guilt tripping her. If he was just like, I don't feel comfortable, I want to stay home with my mom, that would be okay. I think that would be understandable. But a week out? Bruv. I'm gonna get downvoted for this, but incoming brave opinion. I swear like half of Am I the Asshole poster about a husband choosing his mom over the wife. Fuck, I wish I could just experience that one time so I'd have perspective. I think I would dump my partner instantly. If I ever was in a scenario where like, if Melina's like mom or dad was like shitting on me relentlessly, and Melina's like, oh, I don't know, Steven, like I'd be like, okay, well, go fuck your dad then, because you're not fucking me anymore. Get the fuck out, you stupid bitch. I would be so done. I can't imagine your partner, your husband or your wife, choosing their fucking mommy or daddy over you. I would be out of there so fucking fast. I would just be gonzo. That would be insane.
Have you ever had a parent who threatened suicide?
Fed up Walmart employee promotes herself to customer.
Attention Walmart shoppers and associates. My name is Beth from Electronics. I've been working at Walmart for almost 5 years, and I can say that everyone here is overworked and underpaid. The attendant policy is bullshit. We are treated for management and customers poorly every day. Whenever we have a problem with it, we're told that we're replaceable. I'm tired of the constant gaslighting. This company treats their elderly associates like shit. To Jared, our store manager, you're a pervert. Greta and Kathy, shame on y'all for treating your associates the way you do. I hope you don't speak to your families the way you speak to us. Shout out to Cominique, Patty, Chardell, and so many more. Walmart doesn't deserve y'all. Fuck management and fuck this job. I quit.
This looks to be an audio clip added to a video of a person who isn't a Walmart employee using the phone. This is under her chin and isn't saying her script right, hence the pan over to another customer. Oh, rip. Faked. Don't you think that you're the odd one out there? Oh, maybe, yeah. Maybe because I can more easily separate my family. But I just, it's so disrespectful, dude. How you doing?
All right, buddy.
Hey.
How are you?
Pretty good. You want to be a big streamer? Have you ever thought about running? Why does Twitch allow this shit? It's just like running on stream with massive fucking triple Ds and a fucking bra.
That's actually my next plan for 2023. It's my New Year's resolution. Got like the string bikini, jacuzzi set up. It's gonna be lit. Can I count on you to be my first collaboration?
Oh, you can count on me to be your first OnlyFans subscriber.
Oh, no, you would definitely not be my first. You'd be top 5 though.
Oh, okay.
I think Sejin and Matt would be ahead of you in line.
Based.
Yeah. Are you fully recovered from your Georgia shenanigans?
Physically,
Like
yes. Psychologically, not quite. Financially,
Financially?
not yet. But I'm working on it. What's up? How you doing?
Well,
yeah.
Man, I'm doing all right. I had a brief power outage here in Charlotte.
Bro, is it fucking cold where you're at?
Yeah, it's about 22 degrees last time I checked. But the funny thing is, like, we didn't get any snow. any sleet, any hail, nothing. Not rain, not shit. But earlier today, for about 4 hours, there was a 1-block power outage, and it was my fucking block.
Damn.
So it was like surgically precise.
Damn,
Yeah,
they do
so
that
that
in North
sucked.
Carolina. They target people with surgical precision, I've heard.
They do that like power plant thing that happened like last month or something while we were in Georgia, I think. as a
Oh
matter
no,
of
fuck.
fact.
That was a really good joke that I just made, okay?
It wasn't. It
The,
really wasn't. It was terrible. People died.
No. Fuck. Do you remember the voter ID laws that they tried to do in North Carolina?
Yes.
That
Actually
was
got
the
struck down.
that was the language that I think the North Carolina Supreme Court used, that it was probably illegal because they targeted minorities with surgical precision. That was the joke.
That was a good joke.
It was
That
a good joke.
I
Thank you.
retract it.
Fuck
I
you.
apologize. Yeah. No, actually, it's funny enough that Moore v. Harper case that we talked about a time or two that was just like they had oral arguments in front of the Supreme Court. That actually came from North Carolina. So North Carolina is doing like some fucked up shit with the voter ID laws, the gerrymandering. This is like a nexus of Republican bullshit, just all up here.
Based.
But so, is it typical for you to spend Christmas Eve like in complete isolation?
Yeah, I don't really give a fuck about anything.
Yeah, I'm not like particularly festive, so I moved like 6 months ago to Charlotte, and got 4 sisters, and they're all kind of scattered. I've got one in Uganda and one.
You have a sister
like,
in fucking Uganda?
Yeah, she does mission work with her husband and 5 kids. So they've been there for about a year, and I've got 9 nieces and 3 nephews, and also like everybody's just kind of scattered in their own like family orbit. So like large scale gatherings are just like they don't make any sense. So I actually prefer the calm of spending holidays alone. So I thought you were supposed to be in New York though, or like out of state. Did your flight get like fucked?
I told Melina I was way too stressed to do it, and she was like, "Okay, I'll just come back."
Stressed over the Twitter files and the
Yes.
lack of internet.
Lack of internet, yeah.
So what's up with that? Like, I know you said that they told you that it was supposed to be set up before you moved, and
It's
they
just
lied
it
to
was
you?
just like no, it's a complicated like combination of like stupid shit. So I called AT&T and they confirmed that they had fiber in this building. Then I called the apartment and they confirmed that my the last residents of this unit had internet. So in my mind, I'm good to go. Okay, fine. Melina wants to move immediately, and I'm like, whatever, fine. Like AT&T confirmed, the unit confirmed, last people who had internet were good. But then when I move here, what I find out was that the last people had a different internet service provider, and AT&T has only run fiber to the building, not my unit. And I'm like, okay, well, that's fucking cute. So now I'm like using a combination of hotspots and tethering on like 2 different phones to like keep my shit running barely. So
I popped in a couple of times since you moved, and it seems like the stream's held up pretty reliably. Have you had any issues with it?
well, it's okay,
off the
except
hotspot?
one, I'm streaming at 4 megabits per second instead of 16, so my quality is kind of shit. But that's fine. Secondly, is that everything is just a little bit more laggy than normal, which is a little bit irritating. But then thirdly is I can't stream as much because I'm gonna run out of data. But I might have infinite data now. We'll see how this holds up. But it's just like a lot of annoying shit.
I didn't even know they offered infinite data plans. I thought like those policies like no longer existed.
Yeah, well, I'll find out.
Well, the Twitter file shit. So like the last I really dove into it was a couple of days ago with Matt and Sejin. Like, and I got like 14 tweets into it. The latest one, I think it was number 7 with Michael Schellenberger. What was the? Do you even remember? Was it just Connor? Was that the last thing that like the last deep dive you did into the Twitter files, or
When I was in Georgia, I read all of the first leak or whatever it was. Was it like 46 tweets? I think.
Yeah.
I read all of that first one, and I was incredibly mind fucked by most of the tweets that these fucking journalists. I'm using big, not parentheses, not apostrophes, quotations there.
Quotation
Okay,
marks.
because I don't know. I would flunk these fucking losers out of English class. Okay. If you actually read the emails or the images linked, very rarely do they ever support the text of the tweet. Okay. And that was just triggering the ever-living fuck out of me. And that just seems to happen over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. But yeah. Where the tweet will say some shit like, "We've confirmed proof that the FBI is like fucking your mom in the ass." and it'll be like, oh my God, and everybody quotes that tweet, and it's like a big deal. But if you actually like read the email that the tweet will link, it'll be like a guy saying like, oh, like I saw, I saw Joe's mom yesterday, on Facebook, and she looks very pretty. And that would be like the headline versus like the email, and it's like, Jesus fucking Christ. Or it's like the big dog, little dog meme with the huge like snarling big dog, and the meme is like this is like the Twitter headline, and then like the little dog is like the actual fucking leaked material underneath. It's like insane.
Yeah, there does seem to be a bit of a bait and switch with a lot of these now. I didn't read 2 through 6. I just read the first one too, and then kind of put it out of my brain until the conversation with Connor happened, and then the subsequent conversation with Connor happened, and then the subsequent conversation with Connor happened. And then I did read the number 7, like you said, about 14 of them. And then I was like, well, maybe Destiny will cover these, so I stopped. But I don't know what you want to do, if you want to like go through them now, or if you want to like I didn't know how you were going to cover these, but I did not read them all the way through, so I didn't know if you wanted to do that together, or if you were in the midst of Factoro. Whatever.
I'm always in the midst of Factor. Which one do you want to go over? Pick one.
Number 7.
Number
Sorry,
7. Okay, link it to me. Fuck it, we'll do it. I'll take a break.
Yeah, hang on 1 second.
Oh, well, hang on 1 second. let me check my factory. Oh fuck! Actually, it's 8 o'clock. Do you want to message Connor and see if he wants to join us?
Oh, why not? Let's see. Do you want to join Destiny and I to look at the Twitter files? Nah, he may have a wife and family and kids and loved ones he cares about, but we'll see. We'll see.
I didn't ask. About any of that.
Listen. Abandon your fucking kids and
yeah, true. That's what I did. Drop them off in another state, just piece the fuck out, and then stream, baby, all day.
Your lessons in parenting are something to behold, man.
Thank you. That and dating, I just have the answers to everything. Abandon your family, abandon your parents, fuck infinite bitches as soon as they invite you to their house. Don't eat waffle cones, or don't eat sugar cones, or I don't even remember. Whatever one triggers people the most.
Yeah, it seems like you're on one hot take after another. Your new friend on Twitter, he has not gotten banned yet. I'm pretty impressed. He's making it so far. Dusty Darko.
So far, until that one employee sneaks back into the Twitter HQ and fucking pulls the trigger on my account. I know they're waiting for it.
I thought you said that person was no longer employed there.
I would hope so. I don't know. I don't know who that person. I don't even know if that person exists. It might just be on my.
Oh, you didn't have a name or anything.
No. That was a joke. I was saying I don't know if that person actually exists.
Oh, gotcha.
Given everything that's happened, it kind of seems like it, but I mean, there's no way I can truly know that. And unlike Connor, I'm not willing to make those jumps in assumptions, but
God.
But I mean, damn, looking at the fucking people that are getting unbanned, it's like, oh shit, it's Hitler's grandson, the leader of the neo-Nazis is back on Twitter again, and it's like Destiny. I don't know about that guy. He's pretty it's like, okay, well.
He says he can't. He's doing normie things. Destiny says, "Fuck your normie
thing." Well, no. If he's, I don't want to if he's doing shit, that's okay.
Oh, Destiny says, "Good luck with that."
Yeah, so my account is flagged for. Hold on. Let me read what I've gotten. 3 different people now that have climbed up different trees, and they're getting similar answers. This is what my. This is specifically what I was told in the last email that I traded with a guy.
Hi.
Oh, hi. What's up?
Oh, not much.
Well, base.
You guys going over the Twitter files?
Well, we were, but I think it might be a good idea if we could get Connor to do it. That might be.
If you wanted to join us, that would be awesome. Yeah.
He says Sunday.
Yeah, I would like to join.
Can you two do Sunday?
I can do Sunday.
Perfect. Is this Stardust?
What time? This is Stardust, yeah.
Hi, Stardust. This is Ruminate. Nice to meet you, kind of formally.
Nice to meet you, too.
Let's see, what time Sunday works best for you?
How much do you fucking losers talk in this group chat? Oh my god.
What
group chat? What are you talking about?
No, I'm just trying to. I posted an email, and these fucking guys in this group chat I'm in they just talk all day. They have no fucking life.
Connor says nighttime. Thanks for the specificity, but what time? 7 p.m., 8 p.m. Stardust, do you have like any like particular time preference? Connor says night.
This is what this guy emailed me, okay? Here's what my contact says. He said, "This is what I found out. The user, that's me, actually had a prior account before this account that was shut down for really hateful, violent threats against people. They opened the second account and changed some information to avoid detection and then continue with more violent and hateful posts. So it doesn't qualify for reinstatement given the violent tweets." What? What? And this is what I'm wondering, but I don't know if this is possible, is I wonder if the person that, if I was getting like dinged by an SJW, I wonder if like anytime I made fun of like a trans person, like made fun of Doe, they marked my file as like making violent death threats towards Doe because that one lady said like the deer hunting joke and Doe identified as a deer. So like maybe every ban I've gotten on another account is marked as like a violent, hateful threat. But it's like, Jesus. Yeah, I have no idea. I wish they would like show me the tweets. That's what I want to know. Show me the tweets.
Fetish communities are very profitable, and you never know who you're gonna catch. At the tranny whorehouse.
Yeah, as far as doing, I mean, I do spicy things, but I don't say
you didn't know it
spicy
was a
things.
tranny
So,
whorehouse?
you
You
know.
just wandered in New Orleans
Not
on
as
the
much.
truck. Well, guess
I'm still
what?
negotiating with
That's
Connor.
how it happens.
Good job.
So many interesting bars there in our fridge bar to wander into.
Wait, did you have COVID?
No, I got the flu, and it fucked me up for like 4 days, and I've been fine for about a week, except this cough.
Oh, God,
like,
yeah,
even,
you
like,
guys
the
were all
videos
going to
and
the
shorts
gay
that I
bar
do,
with-
I have to like I end up going into coughing fits.
I went there one time. I'm not
Christmas.
homophobic. Just
Oh
look
yeah,
my
wait,
face.
tomorrow is Christmas.
But I guess you guys got going.
Oh, it
back.
is,
Call out
isn't it?
YouTube chat. I'm gonna call out YouTube chat real quick. YouTube chat.
Uh-oh.
You all were so friendly to me 5 minutes ago. You all were so friendly 5 minutes ago. Soon as I'm in the call, oh Stardust this, Stardust that, oh negative Stardust, negative. Well maybe you can take your negative words and shove them. All right? Yeah. Up your butt.
Your butt.
What about 9 p.m. on fucking Monday? That's gonna be stretching it for me, but I'll make it work. What about you, Stardust?
9 p.m. on Monday? Sure. Sure.
Are you Eastern time zone?
Yeah, usually I take off Mondays, but I'll do Monday.
Yeah, I mean, I can't, you found out the truth. You found out the truth about
like
me,
we
baby.
didn't even ask Destiny.
I kind of figured
Like, we
it
just-
too.
Yeah, fuck you, Destiny.
Taylor Swift's my stalker, not my pass, huh? She's my go to gas chamber pass. Executed by
That'll give
Taylor
me more
herself.
time to- I don't know, man. These fucking
You
Twitter
found
files,
you.
they were like a chore. Like Cherry and Matt and Sejin were like, dude, you should like read these and like do a video about it. And I'm like, the first set were so boring. I don't know if you felt that way, Destiny, but you enjoy Factorio.
Oh my
so you
god!
probably
I
hated
almost
it.
posted one.
The more entertaining thing was for me was just the
I just
discrepancy
said I
between
never
like the
sent it.
the tweeted text and what was
It's
actually.
always that
being-
just,
I, like, couldn't fucking
why
believe
not?
it, but-
Everybody else is doing it.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as like just the reading itself, like it's so
It's good to
dry,
have a-
and even as
it's
somebody
good-
who
it's good to
binges
stay in the back of
C-SPAN,
the line,
like it
not
was
be
a chore to
impatient.
get through the 14 that I did just the other day. And then when you're reading like the constituent documents linked to it, 'cause did you go through for the first set? Did you click the links and actually read through the documents that they cited, or just the screenshots themselves?
I think it was mainly the screenshots. I haven't gone through the actual documents themselves. If those are really long, maybe we can do that.
Yeah, see, because that's the thing. Like for the Michael
what are
Schellenberger,
you doing
who's
here?
the
How'd you-
independent
how'd you meet
journalist
Miss
who
Florida?
did Part 7, and this is supposedly the big smoking gun. Where this is the one where it caused Connor to double down on his initial claims, even though. Which I don't know if you know about this, but I know Stardust was there. So Chud Logic had a conversation with Connor, and then Aaron and I and Stardust and a couple of others, I think, who were there in the initial conversation with you, showed up. And Connor actually pretty graciously conceded like 2 or 3 points. He was like, look, this is my opinion, but I recognize that it's less probable than your and Destiny's interpretation. I'm just, this is my gut instinct, yada, yada. Then these things drop, I think, the next day, Part 7. And then it's been like one victory lap after another, not just by Connor, but also just conservatives on social media. So this is like supposedly the big nail in the coffin for the idea that the FBI was not
what the
involved
skin tastes
in
like,
pushing this.
It's how
So,
juicy and tender and healthy the organs under it are.
yeah, and they've like in the links, they're like written declarations from attorneys and like transcriptions of depositions of FBI agents, and they cherry pick, kind of like how they did with the first one. They cherry pick select screenshots and then like make, I think, reasonable inferences, but they're still a leap, right? Like,
and reasonable inferences probably off of only a few screenshots.
Right.
One of the things that drives me the most crazy when I tell people are like being pretty bad faith is there's this thing that people do. I wish I could distill this into like an easy to read like manual, but it's just stuff that I've kind of like picked up intuitively over the years. There's things that people do where
do we like take off body parts and like just trade arms and like a calf and shit?
There's things that people do where you've got like this whole scenario, this whole like macro context you can understand, but instead of like, and when you look at like the macro context, when you look at like all the information, it's pretty obvious what's going on, but people will pick selectively like 3 or 4 little descriptive factoids out of this information, and then they'll write like a whole contrary narrative to it. And anytime I see people do that, I feel like I can tell there's like a lot of like dishonesty going on.
well, the other issue is too, at least that I found, so like, at first I was like, okay, I'm just going to wait for Destiny to do this, and then I will read or listen to like any news coverage of it. But when Part 7 dropped, it was the same day that the final January 6th hearing came out. So like the last January 6th meeting occurred where Congress recommended formal charges against Trump to the Department of Justice. Then this guy drops the Twitter files like in like 30 minutes or something into that hearing. So it kind of like buried the lead a bit. And I also think at the same time, it gave more left-leaning media outlets the opportunity to just kind of sidestep covering the Twitter files, right? Because they're like, oh, we're focusing on the bigger deal, which is Congress trying to get the Department of Justice to convict a former president, which is the first time it's ever happened. But in the week or so since then, only CNN on a couple of articles, and I think like one 5-minute interview with a senior correspondent, they were the only ones who really covered it, and everything else has been like The Hill and Fox News and Fox Business and like all right-wing outlets. Your favorite political commentator Brianna Joy Gray did an interview with a guy on The Hill or The Rising or whatever the fuck her program is, and it was the laziest, softballest interview I've ever seen from a person who is supposedly leftist.
The Brianna person?
Yeah.
She's like a shill fucking loser.
Give me the box.
She's a not MAGA communist, in my opinion. She's pretty close to it. She's pretty close to being a MAGA communist.
That's Haas, right? Yeah, it seems like I honestly, I guess I did expect her to like, try to push Michael, be like, hey, look, you draw these inferences, and you because he said at one point, he's like, there's a clear fact pattern here where, the FBI was clearly trying to pressure and prejudice Twitter to just disregard the Hunter Biden laptop story. And he even says it in his tweets, like very explicitly, the FBI was trying to just get them, with respect to the Hunter Biden story, to just disregard it. Like, not just in general, not just be vigilant in general, but this particular story. And at no point did she say, well, you actually didn't, there's no smoking gun here. There's no statement in any deposition or any written declaration under oath where somebody says that. As a matter of fact, the two people who feature in the the written declarations in the depositions, one is a former FBI agent, and the other one is this Yoel Roth guy who used to run Twitter's like moderation program. And they both said that Hunter Biden never came up. Like, those words and the laptop
Raiders Envy,
never
thanks for the
came
10
up.
gifted memberships.
And the FBI agent had no idea about the laptop. He had no idea that the FBI had the laptop because he wasn't involved with that particular investigation. So like, nobody's like, dude, okay, why are you just leaping to conclusions here? Nobody is pressing him on it. Chris Cuomo did an interview with the Schellenberger guy, and Chris Cuomo. I expected him to ask tough questions, and all he did was kind of cup his balls, metaphorically speaking. It's the weirdest softball interview with this shit. I don't know. I'm really surprised.
Yeah, it feels like people just aren't like reading any of the actual stuff.
I mean, to be fair, it would be nice if they put it in one place and we didn't have to read through 20 fucking tweets every time. But yeah.
Well, I mean, if it's your fucking job as a journalist to do it, they should be fucking doing it, I would say.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that.
Because if they don't do it, like all the Tim Pools of the world and everybody else are, so.
They're definitely.
Do either of you find it sus that that nobody like Musk or these journalists actually dropped all the information, or do you think that they have compelling legal reasons to do it? Like
why they haven't like released everything?
Yeah, like everything, all the information that they examined.
This is what people need to understand, because these guys are not journalists, and they're not doing journalism, and they're not doing transparency. What they're doing is propaganda. That's the goal. The goal of these leaks is to hurt the Democratic establishment. That's the goal. Like Democrats, not all democracy, well, kind of, but like the Democratic establishment. That's what we're doing. So if you try to look at them and like, well, if these guys are journalists, why aren't they writing real articles? Why don't they leak any of the like more of the source material? Why don't they like none of their actions really make sense? It does like I don't understand like why they're doing the things they're doing. But if you view them as more like a WikiLeaks, like a kind of like a propaganda arm of either the Conservative Party or like the anti-Democrat Party, then all of their stuff makes sense. They're leaking sensationalist things. They're picking and choosing what they want to reveal to the public, even though they're called, like, I don't even like calling these Twitter leaks, because it's not really a leak. It's just a selective like reporting of things and then them trying to sell us a narrative about what exactly it is. But I mean, like the idea that you would release like articles in like multiple tweets is like laughably fucking stupid. So I mean, like it's pretty obvious that it's just like a big propaganda exercise instead of them trying to do like anything legitimate or valid.
Well, and the other thing, speaking of the New York Post, that so I don't know if you get this way, but with stories like this, sometimes even though I try to take diligent notes and I try to like have quick recall, some of the details, because these like I don't want to call them conspiracy theories, but certainly conspiracy theories are spawning from it.
Mm-hmm.
It's so hard to like quick recall all the fucking details. And you saying that, it reminded me, do you remember that when the story broke and then about Hunter Biden's laptop, there was also reporting that came out that people at the New York Post, not everybody, but there were a number of staff at the New York Post who had serious reservations about posting this, because even they questioned the chain of custody and the veracity of the laptop's contents, right? So it wasn't even like the New York Post, which is a right-wing outlet.
Well, and this is like
who got
yeah, like what like in terms of what you're saying, this is like the frustrating thing too. Okay, is that like this is the easiest test of bad faith ever. Okay, now I want to be clear. I'm pretty sure, and you agree with this, right? The laptop is real, right? It is actually Hunter Biden's laptop that I think even the FBI is right. So I'm not like saying that's not true. Okay, however, it looks like a fake story, right? Hunter Biden, the president's son, in some fucking crack-addled haze, like drops off and leaves a laptop with a blind computer repair tech that contacts Julie. Like that sounds like the fakest.
Who is also an ardent Trump supporter.
Yeah.
So like
it sounds like the fakest fucking story in the world. And anybody, if you're actually good faith, I think you'll admit that. Yeah, it does sound like really fucking sus, right? Now it ends up being true, but it sounds like the most sensationally fake fucking story in the world. You know?
Stardust, in your community and stuff like that, like do people argue with you about the Hunter Biden story, or is it like something that really doesn't feature all that much, and this is just more of a kind of a personal political interest for you?
I think so I have like a small but significant portion of right-wingers in my audience, and they do like to talk about it, but I just was interested because I don't know, I'm interested in well, Connor and I talked about it when we first looked at it, and I thought, it must mean something that at least that Ro Khanna was worried about the way that things could be twisted, right? With the way that certain stories are being like pushed down or allowed to allowed to kind of whether they're being allowed to kind of explode in popularity or not, right? I think it means something that Ro Khanna was concerned about how that might look from a public perspective as somebody who is a Biden supporter who worked with the Dems.
Well, but
so
does
yeah,
it say something about it, or is that just like a reasonable thing?
No, I think it was a reasonable thing, and that's why. I mean, I am concerned kind of in the same way that if there's actual suppression here and there, like it's worth it to take a look into this and see, because I don't want. I don't know. I feel like it could very easily spiral out of control, the story around it. So.
I'm sorry, real quick. Somebody in your chat said, fuck, I just lost it. Somebody said, Destiny, I never saw anything that can... Down to Biscuit said, Destiny, I've never seen anything that confirms he dropped off the laptop at the shop. Now, I will say...
Is that true?
No, yeah, that's what's going to correct. I do want to say, in the interest of fairness, the laptop repair guy, his last name is Mac Isaac. He does have an invoice with Hunter Biden's signature on it. That signature verification believes is pretty fucking close to it, right? And they've had like independent forensic analysis, like Washington Post and New York Times. They did like investigate copies of the hard drive that this dude took. Like he made copies before he handed it over to the FBI. And that's how the New York Post got the story. And then Washington Post and New York Times got a hold of it, the copies as well. And they verified that, thousands upon thousands of emails are legit. Now, most of the data, they could not verify the authenticity of it. But there are abundant contents on the copy of the hard drive that was turned over that they did verify belonged to Hunter Biden.
Got that real estate deal?
I think that part's pretty solid.
Look at these pictures from the
somehow, I mean, what are the fucking odds? I mean, like, it's almost like, I don't know. It's almost something out of a movie. The idea that, again, like you said, in a crack-addled haze, they can just stumble into the one random ass, like you would think with his resources and his connections he wouldn't need to take a laptop to just like this random fucking podunk repair shop anyway. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Apparently
drugs, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like, fuck, like I've never done crack, but I can't imagine. Again, like it's like a divining rod for the worst possible decisions, even just politically. Like it happened in Delaware, right? I didn't even realize Delaware. I thought it was like a really blue state, right? So like, what are the odds that the guy would be a fucking Trump-loving Republican? I don't know. Just
guy with that industry too. I don't know. It's I mean, like, look, it's Hunter Biden. I mean, he did sleep with his brother's like widow, right? So I mean, like,
all I'm hearing are W's.
I mean, isn't that like I'm not religious, but isn't that like biblical imperative or whatever? Like,
I don't have a problem.
If your sibling spouse, maybe he's just doing the Christian thing, man.
Maybe I don't have that much of a problem with it. I think that's pretty normal if you're grieving somebody and both parties grieving them. Like full bang, probably. So.
All right, now we got to know, Stardust. Do you have siblings? Number one, do you have siblings?
Christ.
I do have an older brother.
Okay. Oh well, then that answers that. I was gonna say, like, if you had hypothetically a sister and she were married and something happened to her, would you shack up with her widower?
I mean, if I missed I don't know. I imagine like they both missed his brother pretty badly. They both bonded over it, and then they just ended up fucking one night or something. So.
I think they fucked like more than one night. I think that was part of the problem. Like they had like a full on. Weren't they engaged or something like that?
Yeah, and then he ran away or something.
Yeah. Destiny, I tagged you in a link in your DGG chat, and I'll drop it again. It's timestamped. Now, you may not want to play it because it has Brianna Joy Gray in it, but I think this is really important because the fucking author basically says, the author of Twitter File 7 is like, well, maybe there is nothing to it, but it should be investigated. So take a look at it. Oh, I didn't tag you the second time.
Wait, where are you?
I'm in your DGG chat. I just tagged you. I did it like 5 minutes ago. You missed it, so I just tagged you again.
Okay, hold on.
My tweet, because I know it's gonna be being able to talk.
Oh shit, that's right. I forgot you're doing this off a hotspot.
The F word in there now. Because that's the original thing. If you ban the F word, then of course you can ban all other words, and we've been banning words. So the one that offends people the least, the best one to shout when you're angry is fuck, not the other ones that we've been. So fuck, that's not a fact, or fuck her, right? So yeah, I'm just. So 8 years ago, I sat on a couch with this girl who had just family vibes. Felt like I was sitting with one of my cousins because they're all hot, but just cousins, they're not touchable.
The New York Times last week outside the shop. The New York Times last week outside the shop. You do. Why are you putting this in a quote? It's not even a sentence. The New York. Last week outside the shop, this was just like the header. Last week outside the shop, that he is legally blind. Dude, why? Okay, never mind. I'm not even trying to read this. I'm sorry. Can you tag me again with what you were saying?
Two Emily's, 3 Lawrence.
Oh, this. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second.
FBI showing they had taken the laptop.
Cousin tried to slip
So
Emmy in
yeah,
there.
I think that this is very fishy, and maybe there's nothing there, but this needs to be looked into, because if there was some sort of effort to basically prepare people mentally to dismiss what the FBI knew would eventually come out, that's illegal. That's actually interfering in an election and also potentially covering up criminal activity that was on the computer itself.
Really incredible stuff. Now, Michael, I know a lot of folks are curious about how you came to be.
Okay, what else? What do you want?
Well, no, I mean that was just the thing. This dude is the one who wrote the Twitter files #7, where he's like, the FBI was clearly trying to prejudice Twitter into disregarding the story, and then he was like, well, maybe there's nothing to it, but if they did try to prejudice Twitter against the story, then that should be looked into.
Sure.
Like,
whatever
I don't
that
know,
means.
to me that's, well, yeah, it means like he's clearly sensationalizing on Twitter, right? Like, because he said it with such certitude on Twitter. He's like, see, this is proof. This is a pattern. This is a fact pattern here. They clearly try to put their thumb on the scale.
Yeah.
And then when asked about it, he's like, well, maybe there is nothing there. But if they did, it should be looked into.
True.
I guess we can go more into it on Monday with Connor. But to me, that just gives the whole game away. That
as soon as somebody has like talking about it, like the tweet will be like confirmed, like John murdered Susan, and then it's like, well, what do you think about that? And then when you're on the show, he's like, well, there was some glass broken at Susan's house, and some of the footprints, it was a similar shoe than what John wore. So if it is indeed the same shoe, and if they can get the forensic matches, then it's possible that he was. And it's like, okay, well, this is a way fucking different statement than what you came out with swinging on Twitter, but
Are you surprised on your second channel that it seemed like when I was looking through the comments that
they're all
it seemed
conservatives?
like at least, well, not that they're all conservative, because I was under the impression, I was told by your GGG chat that your YouTube chat does skew more right. But I was surprised at the YouTube comments section on the published videos, because I imagine like all your fans and all your supporters would go there to respond, not just the.
No, it's way different communities in every area. Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, they fucking like ravaged. I mean, well, you and Aaron and Cherry, but also me. I mean, like that. And then after Twitter Files #7 dropped, people were also taking victory laps as well. Like, see, Destiny should keep his fucking mouth shut because here a week later, Connor's proven correct. And I was
the thing that I
shocked
hate the most about the arguments is that doesn't even make sense. Like, it could be the case that tomorrow real evidence is dropped that shows that like there was impropriety. However, I still would have been right and Connor still would have been wrong. I can change my mind when new evidence comes out, but that doesn't change the fact that Connor was making his decision before based on inferencing and no evidence, right?
Yeah,
but there
it's
might
not
be
retroactive.
like, yeah, there might be new stuff that comes out. It's like, oh, okay, well, I changed my mind now. Like now there's like evidence, but that doesn't make you correct from you making baseless assumptions before just because you happen to be correct. Like, but whatever.
Well, and like other stuff too, like people are also talking about now how the FBI, like, and I don't know if it's part of Twitter Files #7 or not. It wasn't in anything that I read so far, but something maybe your chat knows about. Well, Twitter was paid like $3 million by the FBI. Like their
yeah, the
emails.
3.6 million. Yeah.
Okay, so you are aware of that. So apparently, though, like social media companies are entitled to bill federal law enforcement agencies for like.
Yeah, this is one of the.
Yeah.
This is the NEAT test to find out if you're a complete and total fucking loser that has zero experience in the real world, or if you like can reasonably ascertain like how things in the real world would work. I think it's called scale, but basically there are federal programs to where if a federal organization is making heavy requests for data or something from your company, if you're going to spend a whole bunch of employee time, fulfilling those requests, of course, you're going to be entitled to some sort of compensation. Like, obviously. But people that are trying to spin that as some like bribe or malicious thing, that's like clearly like you have no experience in anything. Like, it would be so obvious. Could you imagine the FBI coming to your tech company and they're like, hey, listen, we're going to need you to like scrape your databases for this, compile this information for this, go through this, and then like prepare reports for this. And you're like, wait, I'm not getting paid for this shit. I can't just take that. Like, obviously they're going to fucking compensate you for that. Like, that's the most obvious thing in the world.
Yeah, and I don't think, again, that there's anything that in the emails that even suggests that they were compensated because of
certain results or something. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Do you think, though, if there was an actual smoking gun? See, you're in the space more than I am. So, do you think if they actually had concrete evidence that they would have dropped it? Like,
yep. People always lead with their best foot forward. Yeah, they always lead with their best foot forward.
Well, I've heard some people say the alternative, right? That they're just teasing it out and trying to hype people up and getting also the establishment Democrats and liberals and the left to overextend themselves by dismissing it as a nothing burger. Then they're going to drop the smoking gun at an opportune moment and humiliate the left. And this is all just foreplay.
That'd be highly strategic. I guess maybe you could. But I feel like we would have gotten more information about that if that was going to happen. Like the New York Times or somebody would have been interviewing ex-Twitter employees to see if like something like that would have come out. That would be my guess, but I guess it's possible. But
have you or Stardust heard about the New York congressman the Republican congressman out of New York who's currently in a shitstorm? He was one of the guys who got elected in the midterms, named George Santos.
What happened?
So he was kind of touted as a Republican victory in the midterms, even though that red wave never showed up, because he flipped a seat in New York that was previously occupied by Democrats. So that's victory number one. And number two, he's apparently openly gay, and he would be the first openly gay Republican congressperson. So like certain Republican commentators were kind of, pimping that out as a, look, see how moderate, how socially progressive the Republican Party is coming. We're not homophobic. We backed a guy who's openly gay, and he flipped a seat in New York. Well, like apparently the New York Times and Axios and some other publications were like looking into his biography, and so he claimed that he worked for Citigroup and Goldman Sachs, and they couldn't find any corroboration that he ever worked there. In fact, I think it was Citigroup said we have no record of that man ever working for our organization. And then they also said that he went to school at Barrett College and NYU, and so they went and looked at admissions and spoke with admissions officers, and both of them came back and said, we have no record of this guy with his date of birth, nothing like that. He also claimed that he had like a veterinary charity for like dogs and cats. They couldn't find any IRS filings for that group. And now, a day later, because now, of course, this is additional scrutiny, so additional publications are looking into it, he was apparently... there's evidence, like some sort of Jewish publication is alleging that he lied that his grandparents were Holocaust survivors, and the kicker is even though he says he's openly gay, and I guess this doesn't technically disprove it, but he was married to a woman 2 weeks before he ran for office.
Behazed. Jesus. What's going on up there? Wasn't there a guy that was running for was it a local state Congress seat? I think it was a Democrat who was running against somebody who lied about I think they lied about being a bar certified attorney.
I did not hear that.
I think they were called, was it Michael Bayer, I think was the name? Does anybody remember this? I think it was in Pennsylvania.
Michael Bayer, let me check that out.
Check his debates out. He's a feisty one.
I'm reaching in, grabbing more cough drops.
That's Mike from PA. That's why he got kicked out of his election for. Sorry.
Oh, that's fucked up. Stardust, you fell for it too. Okay, I feel better now.
Well, it's a true story. That's not fake. That's a true story. That actually happened.
Oh,
He
well,
lied about being a lawyer and he got kicked out of the election for it.
I've only ever seen like two
Why did that
panels
take
with
me
Mike
so long?
PA, so I'm not too familiar with his lore. Other than that,
I'm
I think he
not
hates
familiar with
Bosch.
him either.
Oh, I thought you two had history, Stardust, like on panels and stuff, like that you guys had. I thought you all were like interacting.
Me and Mike from PA, absolutely not.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Destiny, I was fucked up, man. I was over here like drinking the Kool-Aid, thinking that there was something to this. I'm like, holy shit, a Democrat lies? I'm so used to Republicans lying that it seemed kind of, I don't know, counterintuitive.
Sure, there are Democrats that lie. Don't worry.
Well,
Nah, they're perfect.
yes.
True, base.
That's true. I mean, comparatively speaking,
A race to the bottom.
they're losing that race. Republicans are definitely winning.
Mm-hmm.
You watch Andor yet?
Nope.
Fuck you, man. Come on. Like when
What's
you were. Okay.
Star Wars.
Oh,
like Star
sorry.
Wars?
Okay, never mind. I'll be quiet.
No. What do you mean? No. What? Listen. I, unlike Destiny, I am not a misogynist. I believe that women have the right to speak. So, do you have opinions about Star Wars?
I don't have any opinion. That's why I'm going to keep quiet, because I don't have any opinions on Star Wars or anything around that. So.
And my murderer. Sarah,
It's really
you
good.
find about the
It's
corpses
super
left in
good.
Peru
I
and
know,
all the
I'm kind
murders
of
in towns I
bothered
go
that
to.
given that you have
terrorist
absolutely
attacks.
no internet to speak of, and you could probably stream it off your phone. I'm surprised, like at night when you're laying in bed, you don't watch it. Like just watch.
Bro,
it.
if I'm in bed, I'm fucking sleeping. If I was awake enough to watch it on my phone, I would be playing Factorio.
Are you telling me, given your profession, when you hit the sheets, you actually put the fucking phone down? Nobody does that.
Oh, I have a
Nobody
thing
our
now.
age does
Actually, unironically, so that I sleep, I don't take my phone in my bedroom anymore with me. I think that's a really bad idea. I don't do it anymore.
That's that's good. That's a.
Yeah, tell me a lot.
More people should do that. Yeah.
Oh, 100%. But I mean, I just don't know of anybody who, like, fuck. I think
Well, now
I've
you
got
know
an
one.
86-year-old grandmother who brings her iPad with her.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
she's
she does. You know what she's looking at? Yeah.
Yeah. Wildly inappropriate. She's a good Christian lady. What's wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong with me.
I met a
You're
lot of
the
good
one-
Christian ladies, and they like a lot of raunchy things.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you know, if
Who joined
anything,
us?
you're the one being bigoted for saying that old women don't have a right to their sexuality. What's wrong with you?
Wow.
That's true. Fuck. I owe my grandmother an apology. She's probably listening right now. Guarantee you she's a DGG.
No, she's not listening. She's on her iPad right now talking to me.
Oh, here we go. Well, that's actually part of some of the I mentioned that I was doing videos earlier. One of the videos I was editing was a homemade movie with your mother. She flew in from. Does she live in Nebraska? I don't want to fuck this up. Does she live in Nebraska or does she live in Florida?
She lives in Florida.
Okay. Well, she came to Charlotte
Uh-huh.
and having the time of her life.
Is she?
Yeah, she is. Very generous.
Christ.
Take her to any rallies or?
No, it's too cold for that.
She'd probably go with you.
I prefer checkers.
Wait, isn't she super conservative and like ex-military? She'd probably stab me.
She's ex-Air Force. Okay, let's calm down.
I mean, that technically counts, right?
Yeah. Okay, what else we got going on here? Nacho, what did you join for?
What's your problem with the Air Force?
Yeah, I joined earlier to talk about the
I don't
Twitter
have a problem
files
with the Air
thing,
Force.
but
It's-
I'm a
I'm just asking
noob,
what-
so I haven't streamed in so long. My fucking mic was disconnected. So it's like
nice.
trying to talk. And
Is
nobody
it
can
plugged
hear me.
in?
On the Twitter files thing, I don't think you're gonna get any significant drops. Like you're not gonna, even if they really wanted to, like just drop everything, you're not gonna get anything significant because it's his company at stake. If they really did do something heinous, like Elon Musk is gonna get sued. Like he's
Well, no,
he's
it would be
new owner
the
now, so
old.
he's not
It would
gonna-
probably
he's
be
not
the
gonna
old
release a bunch of
employees.
shit.
It's not going to be like the whole company's going to get nuked or something, right?
How? But they would. Okay, let's say they did something. They broke the law. Or they did whatever they did, right?
Mhm.
Twitter is responsible or liable, and Elon now owns Twitter. So why would he shoot himself in the foot that hard?
I don't want to sound like
Like,
a dumbass, but is that actually the case? Like
He's the owner. Yeah, it's.
Yeah, but he wasn't the owner at the
No,
time.
there's no shot. There's no shot.
The company would still be the
Twitter
one
got a
paying.
lawsuit. He would be tanking
Yeah, but
his company.
The company would still be the one paying out, though. Like, if somebody were to say, okay, well, Twitter did all this fucked up shit to us, while whoever
This
was the
doesn't
owner.
sound like a
Now
punitive
we're
damages
gonna sue
payout
them.
thing. This seems like a criminal like matter.
Yeah,
Someone
but
set
either
up the bat
way,
signal and someone
if the
pieced
company
the-
had to pay some fines or to do whatever, like it would
no.
fuck him.
This-
so
I
why
don't-
would he release anything super detrimental?
There's no way that this can be the case. This can't be how things work. That if somebody commits some criminal acts in a company and then they leave and somebody else buys the company, that those individuals committing criminal acts aren't held accountable, but instead the new company is fined. That can't be the case. There's no shot.
I mean, how would the company not be liable though? It would still be the company's.
Because I don't know, because it doesn't sound like this was like a whole company policy where they were doing things that they were profiting off of illegally. It sounds like a few criminal actors.
Yeah, but
Wait,
if somebody had some case to bring against or some like criminal charges, then it would still be Twitter at the end
Yeah,
of the
but
day.
what?
Wait, no,
so
wait.
what
Why do you think it would be?
criminal
Why do you think it would be
charges? Like, what
Twitter?
How wouldn't it be?
It would be the
I don't know.
employees.
Probably be the FBI.
Don't they do a thing where they'll have companies when they suspect employees have done something wrong, they can sue those employees even if they're ex-employees or something like that?
Well, if it's like a criminal matter where individuals were acting and it wasn't like at the behest of the company or whatever, it's going to be the individuals held accountable. It's not going to be the new company with the old. There's no way.
I drew poop
Okay, but if,
Yeah, I mean,
if
I
he
don't know
does
all the
reveal that
laws,
something happened,
the
don't you think
corporate
like
law,
the
but-
evaluation will go down? Do you think people are gonna put more money into Twitter?
No,
Buy
I
more
think that's
stuff?
what he
fair,
wants.
but-
No. He wants to shit on old Twitter because his point is that he's making it new and better. That was the whole point of like the Twitter files leaks. He wants to show there having been prior wrongdoings at Twitter because he thinks it makes him look better.
Yeah.
Right,
Because
but if
Jerry,
he goes
isn't
too hard, it's
isn't he
still gonna
doing
bite
that
him in the
now?
ass.
Like
No, he's pretending
already-
to do that. That's why like his headlines and stuff like that. It all looks like it's more PR than actually like exposing anything.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think Elon's a PR guy.
Going over there where people
More
are
than
illiterate
anything.
decided to do the same thing here, Danny.
Somebody should tell him
Will
that because I don't know how his PR is doing. I think like wasn't it
Yeah.
60% of respondents wanted him to just quit or
Here,
turn the
I think
company
here's
over
the
to
thing. I think
somebody
he's a
else.
good hype man, right? Like he's really good at making things that are typically boring seem kind of interesting to people.
No,
so I
I
think that's
totally
that's-
disagree.
snake
Wait,
oil
He's just
salesman.
doing
Whoa,
it.
whoa.
He's
He's
good at
doing the Trump
pretending.
thing all over again.
No, hold on.
Except he's not
He's-
as retarded.
He's not good at making boring things sound exciting. He is a boring guy. He just happens to be promoting legitimately exciting things, okay? Spaceships that re-land on Earth and electric cars are by default exciting. They don't need hype. I don't think anybody's ever listened to Elon talk and felt hyped because of something Elon said. They're just hyped because the actual things themselves are exciting.
What else you
I don't
gonna
know.
do?
It's definitely better
He
over
lies
text.
about what's going on about exciting things is what he does.
He will overestimate. He'll overestimate like things that he thinks he can get done. He'll hype himself up a whole lot, and then whenever it reaches the projected year for whatever he's talking about, usually there's nothing to deliver.
Oh, Jim Danny, he remembers them days.
It's not overestimating, it's just lying
Jim Crow.
because his own people tell him that it's not true, but he continues to go out and say these things.
Based Elon. Just lie, Giga Chad.
Nacho,
He's
if I
just-
could ask though, kind of going back to it, even if everything that, like the initial allegations, let's say that they're 100% correct and they can like find evidence.
Like the skull candy.
I don't think anybody has claimed that Twitter broke any
they're very-
laws. The allegation
just
is that
they're
the
so uncomfortable. They
FBI
don't-
may have
in the
technically
ear
violated the
where
First
they got rid of
Amendment
the
and is,
things that
therefore
have no-
engaged in illegal activity.
They have
But
Yeah,
couple
that's
of
the
them wireless,
that's the newer
those are too
claim.
easy
But
to
originally it
use.
was like Twitter was doing it on Twitter was the one suppressing everything, and then now as more stuff comes out, it's like okay, well the FBI was telling Twitter to do these things.
But that's why I'm saying, like, even that initial, like, if the claim is being refined, that first claim, like, even there's no way. What could they have possibly done to break the law? Like, they have every right as a company, and Destiny, you correct me if I'm wrong, or Lycan or Cherry, Stardust, whoever. But don't they have every right to, you know, they can modify their terms of service, they can retroactively apply terms of service, they can, you know, suppress or outright eliminate whatever they want, whoever they want. At any time.
Yeah,
I
well,
think that's
do,
a,
but
I don't think so. I think that's a parchment, right?
there is other smaller lawsuits that are actually still going against Twitter right now too. So, like,
I
the
think
stuff
that-
with like the suppression of like the child sex stuff or whatever. Like I guess some teens' photos were leaked on there.
I don't think that's
And
gonna
then-
go anywhere
I don't
because
know.
they've got publisher protection. But the right now, like I don't think you could get away as a social media company suppressing political parties. I think that right now you technically have that right enshrined in law, like First Amendment I think would protect you, but if that were to actually happen, I think Congress would get involved. I think you'd get fucked hard for doing it.
You think if you made like a social media platform that you were like, fuck all the Democrats or like fuck all the Republicans?
No. Not if you made a new one. I think that if you took one of the big social media companies today and you restricted it, I think you would get omega fucked for that. I think Congress would come down on it.
But those would be political consequences which could become legal, right? If Congress chose to step in. I'm just saying in terms of laws on the books.
In terms of laws on the books, you could do it, but I think that they're trying to. Yeah, I think companies are worried about what Congress could do. That's why they're like proactive about shit like this, because they don't want Congress like breathing down their neck and fucking their shit up hard.
And now I have.
Well, maybe since you already appeared on House of Representatives footage, maybe if this ever happens, you could.
Or not jealousy, no.
Like an expert witness, you could testify.
Well,
I'm Stephen Bonnell III. I'm a professional political streamer, and then you could go on. I don't know, and
I think he has to call himself a Factorio streamer. I don't think he can say political.
How would you describe yourself now, Destiny? Because you were like when somebody introduced you to me, that's how you were pitched. Is like, dude, this political streamer. Would you consider yourself that now, or are you more just?
Yeah, I think that's what I'm.
Streamer?
Probably the most.
What was the first game you played? Didn't you go pro in something?
StarCraft.
Oh yeah, true.
I think right now I'm probably most known for politics and like social commentary is what I'm most known for right now.
It was StarCraft? I thought it was Minecraft.
Well,
True.
I'm here with a knife to help 20 feet away, so you guys get wrestling. Don't turn your back. Yeah.
I love how we're all here on Christmas Eve with like nothing else to do. Like, is anybody here like spending it by themselves, or are you all in the collective family time? Which I'm happy that you're doing, because we're definitely better company.
Man, you know what?
I'm
avoiding my hotel.
My wife's in the other room asleep with the baby, so.
Well,
nice.
Video games.
known as a fighter.
I got home. I finished my family festives.
Yeah, I see.
Were you the most festive one there, Cherry?
It does take the time. Observe things.
No, I sat in
Then
the
you
corner
can
and
see
drinking.
how to not get the.
As one should.
It's always gonna be a trap.
Fair.
It's always me.
Lycan, why are you? You said you're in a hotel. That's right. You're
Yeah.
testing out your AirPod.
Oh wait, is
Yeah.
that Lycan talking?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, I don't travel with the mic anymore. It's too cumbersome.
Okay.
I was working the other day. I had a who was it? It was a Destiny moderated stream with Lycan, and Lycan, you were wearing fishnets. Am I making this up?
Probably not.
Had a, yeah, I think you had like a clergy, like you had like a
Oh,
and
the
shit,
Lauren
yeah.
Southern conversation.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
that's who it was. Yeah. I got about 30 minutes into it, and what was the like? Do you make a habit of wearing fishnets? Are you wearing fishnets now?
No, though I look fucking amazing in them. No, I you know what? I balked on that joke too quickly. I should have pushed back on it. I should have.
Oh, I didn't get through the whole thing. I think I got like 15 minutes in. Did you like took them off?
I can't remember what the point is. Like, we were talking about humor and like being offensive and jokes you should or shouldn't make. And she made some comment, and I tried to make a point and say, you know, if this upsets you, I can take it off. It's fine. I have no problems with it. I'm not upset about it. I can accept, you know, if I'm making someone feel uncomfortable. It was some point like that. And what I really should have said is some shit about
Look at your wife like she's a trophy. They look like her. Like
I'm sorry, I've been spending with family all day. I can't think. There was another point I could have made with it though, and I gave in too easily. It was a cuck.
Don't worry, Lycan. Next time I have a conversation with her, I'm going to dress up as Muhammad.
What's your definition of trophy wife? How
Yeah,
does it feel?
I look forward to that.
Follow that. Where
Well, Lycan, if it makes you feel any better, I think in the first 15 minutes when I think Destiny did a double take, and it was like it was fucking hilarious.
What the fuck are you wearing?
Yeah, well, I'll also say in your defense, we didn't see his right hand, so you may have made a positive impression on him.
I mean, Steven's waved it to me before, to be honest.
Dude, if you're this blind,
He could be right now.
Passing feelings.
I'm not hearing him deny it.
What? Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. See, there you go.
Bingo.
Man, that bitch gonna earn me.
Steven, have you even read my manifesto?
I skimmed it. It looked like a good meme. I'll get to it. Okay.
No, the other one did. The other one had some Zanesville. I was like 7
trying
days
to
left
trying to
in
burn a
the
bridge.
like 10 days. That one.
There were actually like way too many words in that.
Why would you?
If I'm gonna be
Well, I
honest.
have to make sure she's alive.
It's a thoughtful meme.
Connections between myself and
Like
my
and
kinship
expose
and family
Destiny's
connections,
corruption or
strippers and whores
drama or
and
something
meth
like that.
addicts.
It's not a meme.
At this rate,
It's
if it's
completely
one and
sincere.
done,
Now
my
he's trying
God.
to, you know,
It's
Trying to downplay it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's having second thoughts, buyer's
rough.
remorse.
True.
Yep.
Just
The sad thing is, as far as I know, Destiny's never been in any drama, so I don't know if he'll know how to handle it.
True.
I'm gonna go read that thing. I'll be honest with you, Lycan. So like, because I tend to avoid the drama. So when I saw that pop up on Twitter, I almost shit myself. I'm like, oh my god, is this real? Is this a new betrayal there? Because you said something like, I've been silent for too long. It's time. Like real friendship involves holding somebody accountable, and like the initial couple of lines were really sincere, and it was only because of people in the comment section like saying, "Hey, good meme, good meme." But my heart skipped a beat, dude.
Steven, so when I sent that message to you in chat, I sent him a message. I sent the link and I said, "Hey, I think it's better you get this from me and not the internet." I watched you like look over, and then you spent like you paused the game for a second, opened it, and I watched you like reading while playing the game. Was there any part of you that thought I might have been serious?
Not that much, but I was just like skimming it to see what
Okay.
was going on.
Because then I felt bad, and I was like, "Oh shit! I hope I didn't like give him a moment of like, what the fuck now?"
You're good.
I've lived so I can hear the story from the blacks.
Okay, heat sink, medium foil.
Did you get yourself anything for Christmas?
I want to find about this Billy Blagg, the most notorious Blagg.
Who was that directed towards?
When that fell in like brother
You?
to David
Nope.
Blagg, one fell into the which one fell
Did you get
into
anything
the
fun for
river
Christmas?
drunk, naked, washed up down miles downstream?
Yeah, I got a new cat litter robot.
Cat litter
Yeah,
robot.
it's dad. It's like Bubbles.
Yeah, so when my cat goes to the bathroom, it automatically
Dumb as shit.
does the thing.
Nice. Is it worthwhile?
It is.
Well, that's good.
You should think about getting yourself something.
What? I don't need anything.
High speed internet.
Go ahead.
I've seen your car. I think you need a new one.
Yeah, you want me to go buy a $7 million car? I'm good, actually. Living
No,
within
not
my
7
means, you know.
million.
I think I enjoy
Just
actually.
maybe not something like fun size. Maybe get like a normal person size car.
Oh, you're one of those girls that likes to drive around SUVs and Jeeps and not even know how to drive your fucking vehicle. Is that? Oh shit, that was actually really mean. I'm sorry.
Stacy is very honest. Here it goes. I'm gonna tell you, and I'm
You
like,
just-
yeah, that's
Terminate,
right.
did
That's
you?
right. So yeah, like I haven't had this pretty. I said this thing, you know, just things go good, everything be nice and new. I get settled, life would be new. I'm getting a new start. And then the phone calls start. The stability of family, needy family starts rolling again. And oh boy, but the only solution that's moral from their point of view is for me just to just work hard, get a promotion at work, and get a bigger house if it's too confining living with them as they work on their dreams because they don't want to be except. Well, anyway. So yes. So what you do is like, Kevin, you're a great guy, but you're always talking about leaving, and you talk about your family, and it's like your family problems. I'm like, well, yes, I'm warning you, because you're right not to, because it would have fallen apart any stage in my life along the way to have responsibility. I don't have animals. You know why? Freaking outfit. 17 years ago, yeah, I got the fix, and I got that freaking deployment. Oh, I was so happy to be going to Iraq. The first thing I thought was, my God, if I get killed in Iraq, then my dad gets like a $400,000 SGI bill, and I don't have to deal with their fucking shit anymore. And there's your fucking house and money. Go to fucking Disneyland. It's always I need money. I'm like, how much money is gonna last? How much money? Because it seems like so, anyway. So we told the people who dated my brother, said don't date him. I mean, Jeff will be dateable when we're all dead. You know, if he's contra points, if he's like wearing shit, we bullied him in the most vulnerable, critical time of his life. he has no memories of his childhood. It's just all darkness and just vague memories of when he started drinking. But he knows it started with wine. Wine and my dad when he was 13 years old to calm down. And I believe it. No, I just, but not in the way, not in that way. Although there is, well, no, Jeff would say, well, I don't know. But anyway, he doesn't have any memories before 12. And he started drinking early. He had wine, and I just remember he had. But I guess when something traumatic happens, well, boy, our neighborhood got rougher and rougher because the meth epidemic hadn't started yet. When I drove through one time and just saw 10 years ago or more, it's 10 a.m. in the morning, dudes out, standing around, hadn't slept from the night before on like a Tuesday, and just the weekdays, and there's people on meth. Because it just took over, and the struggling families, it's just, yeah, I don't know. If I had any struggling families in my life, I'm sure they would have been like, you've always saved us before, but, I don't know. No, it was only a couple. That's the thing. I did, my other families, my extended ones who haven't seen me at reunions, stuff, I don't care, because God, where's the spread? I hear things about people, and I try to keep it. Maybe you have, people who talk when you can't be in a room and find something mutuals to talk about. And if you have stories you want to share and there are mutuals involved, it's normal. It's normal. Now, I come from somebody, say, I need to talk to you about this person. Well, that's going to set off alarm bells. So I don't know what happens after somebody comes, I need to talk to you. Nobody's ever come to say, I need to talk to you about this person. Now, Antoine came to me when Antoine was really nice and laid back and normal because you could make money in the service industry, and we hadn't started the superiority wars yet. But yeah, he told me my brother would never be all right until our father died. And it's like, our father is a burden, but I live with like unresolved things. And when I had a dream that he died when I was in college, and I cried and I prayed. And, and then just like, I remember answering the phone and just screaming in my head no, because he had passed away. And then like, the morning I woke up and I called him, and he did not expect me to answer, he answered. But that was it. But that was the thing, he was a financial burden. Horrid. But there was hope. Because the key to me having a successful relationship would for other people to make themselves independent early. My father was dependent on me emotionally. When my mother died and I was 13 years old, I started doing dishes and when I did home ec meals, oh boy. Yeah, when I left, I don't know which of my brothers started doing dishes and cooking. It fell apart. And he later on, right when they lost their home, he got a wife. How many of you have dependent parents? I got a woman because my life's objectively, I think, if people were to gather us, you have the two situation, an older, whiter looking woman, but then, I don't know, if I ran into her again, she was younger than me, but just wear and tear, and she's, and she takes care of her elderly parents. And I'm like, that's just, that's her life, not doing anything, just takes care of her elderly parents, and like, just, well, objectively, I think, I'm not taking care of anybody, but, but there for the grace, like, he didn't have a house. That was his other thing. If it came in like, oh, he's crippled, so I can defend myself because he says bad things about us. Oh, he says bad things about us. When he gets angry, he gets like my brother who's crippled in the hospital. He said he's vindictive. He said our dad is incredibly cruel and vindictive. Just punishing us for ruining his life. And I understand it. You're a dude going crazy with 3 kids, and my brother, the crippled one, he said he got drunk. My dad got drunk, and tried to be buddies. He always wanted to be best friends with my brothers and his friends because he had no friends. He's isolated. When isolated men, scared, isolated men waiting for this Oh man, that's why I unfriended my friend. I unfriended John today. Not David in Waco, but somehow I think it could be David Koresh. The guy's so weird. I mean, he's sending me numbers for mental health, like get help, please seek help. Like John. I make appearances in public all over my part of the United States. I stream on 5 platforms to a total of maybe a dozen viewers combined, probably not even that. But because I have former coworkers who got jobs where they monitor people, and when I just would love to hear the day and the talk when they're, holy fucking shit, it's Kevin, he's gone crazy. See, I told you his handwriting looked like serial killers. Yeah, I guess. Oh, that's the thing. I wasn't supposed to get laid ever. Oh God, I would be perfect serial killer, getting out my vengeance on people. Oh, they could requiem for me for a dream. No, not requiem for a dream. The other, what was the one? What was the one where he has a tattoo? Every day he wakes up and he has to go find the killers of his girlfriend every day. Backtrack a series of clues. And every day the detective brings him a new one. But you know, I found weed. I found not being paranoid of going to prison and having your life ruined, and then because you know what? Oh man, that legal system. Accidents have gone down. I guarantee you. The statistics, because they had done studies before where they tried to recreate the safety hazards that justified having weed as a DUI. That's why they have things that don't think. They just have a brain thing. They get associations. Yeah, they said, oh my God, they're slower. They're just more chill. Their reaction. It's not about see, you don't have to make reaction times when you're not like freaking just doing wrong actions. Yeah, the overreaction time is like the recorrection, the correction. I will someday see my highlight of a almost rolling a Jeep. Jeep looking vehicle. It's a FJ Cruiser. And man, see, I don't know. It just shifted, and I'm like going this way, and yeah, I would have really liked if there's a simulation for how to do that. Was there a warning? Did I do the best case scenario? I don't think so. But I don't know how to recreate that because I don't know what happened. I assume the tire blew. Just the way it like Lechion is going, I just pulled it this way. Oh, yeah, that's what, because I just, I guess just stop. If that or hold. So, they were trying. Oh, if there had been cars around me, it would have been so fucked. Oh, there were pedestrians. Oh shit, that would have been fucking so fucked. And I took it at a high rate of speed, but not that. Well, accidents. A couple tires come off the assembly line with a friggin' missed an inspection. That's gonna happen. But it's insurance investigations. Yeah, what was the tire rated for, and what's the speed limit? That kind of stuff. I don't care. I'm in that zone. I'm in that wealth thing that I bought the thing for $21,000 cash. A little over that. Oh yeah, it was 23, 25, 66. I don't know. Yeah, I remember it was like, but anyway. And then it's like $10,000 worth of damage over my cousins, and once I can get a trailer and live out for another like decade on what I got, really modestly. If I don't want it for anything, don't got nothing. I can't. But you try to get nice things to attract a woman. Oh my God. You attract all the guys attract that woman. They take her and everything in the fucking house. It's the scarcity and the value of a good woman. You want what everybody else wants. Well, it's one of the roomy things. Be careful about wanting what other people want. Yeah, then a story of a man who lived by that. One day he found a treasure, and he became rich. Then thieves came. Was it? He dug up a plate. It was a story, but anyway, long story short, guys came. They beat him the fucking shit out of him, threw him in a friggin' hole or ditch. And when he woke up, he like just started laughing. He's like, oh, well, that's why you don't want that's why we don't have materialism or want things that other people want. But women want things, and that's the thing. What things do women want? Because I got those things, and then she got a better men. She got more desirable men and shit. And fucking Sturgill Simpson there.
You guys are too loud. I have to leave.
Oh.
You're embarrassing me.
Wait, you're leaving? I'm not done drinking.
English, like, well, they're British.
I didn't know.
No, it's a streamer.
Wait, don't leave. She's leaving.
Well, he's not out. It's just first impression. Well, so obviously Sturgill.
Oh my god, yeah, I would just like call for the
Where'd you
check.
go?
I don't even know if I'd wait for the check. I might dine and dash.
It doesn't even, and actually, I just realized even Nanny and Forsen actually are a little bit like more silly here than I realized. You don't have to say they're British. That doesn't even matter. I don't know what city they're in, but if you're in any major city in Stockholm, like it feels like at least like half the people there, even the older people, are going to be able to speak some English. Like, yeah. Oh my God, I don't know why Rexwell thought that was okay to do. Or were they, unless they were in like some super small town in like fucking northern Sweden or some shit. Like, okay, hold on, we got two more. I need the Hey Brother one after this. Oh, were they in Spain? Oh, even in Spain. Regardless, if you're in some fucking city where there are tourists, they're like half the population is gonna fucking speak English. This is gonna be true in probably every single country in Europe. Okay, get ready. Whew, this is a hard one. This is a Scott's Tots one, okay?
I don't know. Well, no, it was a date. Date in public.
Wait, just curious. Have you ever seen the Drake music video, God's Plan? Oh, did he mute? He fucking muted.
Yeah, I deafened because I was listening to the clip. But no, I've never seen this the Drake video.
Oh, okay. All right, don't worry about it.
Do I
Here we
need
go.
it for reference?
Nope. You're about to say it right now.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, that is Kelly Jane, yeah.
Some people get sketched out when you buy things for them, so you gotta.
No, I'll tell the whole story. Okay, here we go.
Yikes.
Hey, I want to buy everybody's groceries. Can I buy everybody's groceries on this card?
What's that?
No, I'm serious.
My friend is doing a game show, and you guys
all won.
Free groceries. All of you won free groceries.
Yeah.
Yes.
As long as they don't turn down my card because it's a lot of transactions. Let's try it out.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
What you doing?
I was buying
The game show you won. Yeah, you won the game show. You won free groceries.
Sorry, mate, you can't do anything in this store, so you'll have to go out without permission. So.
I have to leave? I can't buy everybody's groceries?
But no, you can't. Sorry.
Jesus.
Okay, the final one, guys. Give me the Hey Brother one.
Wait, what was funny about the groceries one?
It was just, what do you mean? It was fucking awkward.
The fact that
Okay.
he did that in front of God and country.
It was
and then got kicked out of the
cringe.
store.
Okay, final one. Ready? Here you go.
Yikes.
Okay.
That's the dude who works here? That's the dude who works here?
No, I need like the LSF clip or something because I can't play Twitch clips on my cell phone connection. I don't know why they all fucking lag for me.
All right. You're
Hold on.
teasing me here.
I know,
Do you have
it's
the?
coming. It's coming. Hold
That's
on.
the dude who
Okay. All right.
works here? That's the dude who works here?
No. I need this. Please.
That's the dude who works here?
Okay, never mind. Here, I'm just gonna link this in chat. You go watch it on your own time. Fuck me.
Okay, I will.
Here you go. It's go watch it right now. It's like 30 seconds.
It's
a classic. It's a
Well,
banger.
it was probably 90 to 80 milligrams because I had a little bit of my coffee. But my whole
Wait, which one? There are two
I'm
links.
not feeling this.
It's the same fucking
Oh,
link.
they're the same. Okay. All right. My bad.
Well, we go do ayahuasca stuff and go paint it out when I come back.
Oh no!
Those pornographic visions that freaking Hancock said he gets and with his partner and stuff. I'm like,
yikes, bro.
Yeah, I kind of had that kind of shit too. When
No, oh no.
that jealous green fairy.
Wait, was he rich?
Oh no. Oh.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I've done that a time or two. That you.
You do that? You scream at people, "Hey, brother."
So
wait.
Hey, brother. Sorry, call everybody brother. Yeah, but I haven't fucking. You looked offended or something. No, hey, brother. Sorry, call everybody brother. Yeah, but I haven't fucking.
Oh yeah, we got the musicians. Hopefully he got some cred out. But rather, the best way to get your musical name out there is go find a coffee shop, get a stool, and say, "Hey, can I play for tips this afternoon or evening?" She was in a punk rock girl from Barely Remember.
You
You're
too.
sending me down that
Hey,
dark
hi. What's
territory
going on,
of
guys?
Taking 17-year-olds on dates. Semi-public.
Adonis, do you want to be our star a little more? Eyes are so bad today. How are you? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
The operations from Maxwell. You're the new Giselle.
You can't.
But legal matchmaker.
Lie
She's
to
a
me
matchmaker.
about having
She's-
bad eyes just
maybe
to
you
yell
should
in caps
pay me,
at
I'll
chat.
find you a match. I'm dating. Oh yeah. The
And if you
dating
keep
one.
doing it,
What is those services?
you know what'll happen. Come here. Come here. Come. Come here. Sit. Speak. Big one. Only valid use of caps locks is a cruise control for cool. Oh, that's how you use it? Oh, oh, that makes sense. Yeah. If you don't learn to use your words, you're gonna keep getting timed out. And the next timeout is gonna be for a day. Okay? And then after that, it's gonna be a week. Alright? That meme isn't dusty. I promise. I promise. What? I don't know what you're talking about, Kevy.
Okay.
I what? I don't know. What am I
Yeah.
I don't know. What are we talking about? Aw. Kevy! You're with us. Legit stun locked. It's -11? Oh my god. It's 24 here, which is really cold for Texas, okay? It's so cold. Hard freeze expected? What? raining? What does a hard freeze mean? It just means below freezing? What the heck? Merry Chrysler! Joel! Hi, babe.
Oh,
Merry
I
Chrysler. Nice to
switched
see you.
over to Twitch, and I'm just like, I got the words all fumbled because I'm so used to getting just like immediately timed out and shit. Bands usually it's just whoa, what's even timed out the band? Well, some of them, Hassan. But yeah,
There's an article in the New Yorker
yeah, it's
about
like
elite
because your
matchmakers.
personality,
I'm gonna be day
yeah.
trading
You
in mid-40s single. I've lost enough. What's your resolution? You poor fuck. You poor fuck. My heart. Oh. Noosh Baboon, thank you for the sub. I don't even have clothes for -11? Dude, same. Why are you dressed like Mrs. Claus? I am Mrs. Claus. I'm not dressed like her. Alright? Santa's finally away. He's delivering gifts to all of you fucks. So I finally have some time to myself. I might as well stream. Yeah, we have the faucets dripping.
yeah.
Dripping. What? I bet the rest of my money on natural gas on Monday. Oh my god. You're my faucet?
Come get audited by the Church of
I still haven't told
Scientology.
you
We'll
what it
find
is.
you a match.
I don't know if I'm gonna. Thank you, Cass. Thank you. I try. Thank you. I don't want to get your hopes up. Yeah, because I was thinking about it. Yeah, what? New tank hero, Ramatra? Who dis? He's so strong. Still so nervous after all we've been through. When I said best teas south of the Colorado, I meant it. Only teases here, nothing else. I am immune. We'll see. I'm still testing you, you know. I'm not just a fuck, I'm a dumb fuck. No! No! What's the plan for today? I had plans, and they didn't work out, so probably drinking and playing games with you guys. If there's a group of people in the Discord, so later I will hop in and say Merry Christmas to everybody. Is all good in Elixir Land? Yeah. Drinking and playing shit. Yeah.
Oh, it says you were. I was. Wait, message. Which one? Oh, you did. She knows
Charades?
it's true.
No, actually, I think we're gonna do that. We're not gonna play charades, but we're gonna play Pictionary.
She knows it's true on Burnt Witch.
Not tomorrow, but the next day.
Creation of Gamergate, huh? Oh yeah, I got timed on comment section. Yep, I'm gonna get those hats, just like we discussed at the Apex. It's like we had our bull fucking shit job of freaking fucking scatter shit. Just if you're not political or religious, it's just there. She said Trump. If you use the word, it's permission to use it back. Don't you know how this goes? See, hypocrite. Hypocrite, 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 hypocrite. I appreciate they actually gave me an answer. Try to go against him. Do not, and non-political. That's correct. Okay. But she started it. She started it. You saw. You all. Well, I'm going to use this as an archive. We're going to be watching this just at this time. This will be in court. Timestamp it. She goaded me. She Jim goaded me into using that word. That piece of fucking shit over at the Wataki Mac. Oh, I mean, you can't advertise anything on that shit. Your store would be looted.
That game on
and
expert.
To not give them money is to freaking just continue to get looted.
Yeah.
What do
Did you
do?
ever try the ideology or the like religion?
No,
stuff?
I haven't really played much since that DLC came out.
It's pretty interesting.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, the comp that
I wasn't really a fan of the royalty expansion,
there
but
for 600 minutes.
I like
Well, I
the
said Trump- I said-
I like
she
the
said Trump,
ideology
she said
thing
something else,
because you
Trump.
can
I said Trump is
make
like God.
people
Not with the big G.
like believe
But
that
you have all
cannibalism
those
is
memes,
fine and that or cannibalism is like part of their rituals or
he's like this
it's really cool to see the different rituals that people have depending on their
developer.
ideology.
Oh, just this
Gotcha.
idiot. And we don't believe he's a billionaire because
Ivory
it's like,
asked
but
when you're
yet,
gonna play the new, like the
Here we are.
upgraded version of Witcher
He's
3.
gonna run 2024.
What? I thought you liked Witcher 3.
Yeah, but why would I play an upgraded
Donate
version? I
like
liked it for the
15
story
bucks,
and
I
stuff.
think.
Like, why would I play
I mean,
another?
might
Why would I
be
replay
You
it?
can't enjoy the story a second time.
No, what the fuck?
But
That'd be
isn't
weird.
that
Like watching
America?
movies a second time.
Isn't
Who
that
does that?
America's dad?
You watch
Yeah, no
Dune all the
fucking
time,
idea.
is my understanding.
I can see my dad putting on his freaking old military uniform,
Probably
sewing
hate
out,
watch it,
giving me
but
like
that's-
fucking working
I don't know.
Cheney and shit.
Witcher 3, I'm
Freaking
not much of a
switch
gamer at
places,
all. I don't have
body
the attention
double
span
shit.
for it, but Witcher 3
Still
was
running their
just like
freaking
chef's
drug
kiss. It was
operation
perfect.
from
Yeah.
Yuma. Planning stories in everybody's minds about how he used that.
So that's my one contribution to the
fucking
gaming
Sose.
discussion.
He just doesn't know how fucking like
Good contribution.
internet and shit works.
Thank you.
And,
Ooh, he points out Calcifer64
yeah.
says Destiny hasn't even beat the
It's
DLC
not-
for
it's
like
not
you
the
didn't beat
prime
any of the
of-
DLC for
wow,
Witcher
you
3.
did this long.
I have, there's like I have an
You're doing
ideological
this
opposition to
under
like
America for
DLCs. I don't
this
know
long.
why. Something it's had a hard time getting
And yet
over.
the thing
Okay.
that does them in
Why?
is
It's a
just
good
not
capitalist
being able
model,
to look
right?
in the
Like you
mirror
pay,
and
like they
understand that,
incentivize
oh,
you to pay
fuckers.
for additional content, and you're
Man,
intrigued,
shit.
and you do.
Oh,
You
have
did
ever
buy
seen
it,
Real
right?
Sex on TV?
I
Have
usually
you
buy
ever
all the
seen Real
DLC.
Sex on the
I just
show,
don't
the
play.
fat
So
fucking dude?
so you bought the
I think
DLC,
I
but
blocked
like.
him.
Well, I feel like if
You're
I'm a
just-
streamer, I always have to buy the biggest editions of the game because I'm about to make a fuck ton of money playing your game. So I feel like I should give you as much money as I can for it. Like that's my thought process.
Gotcha. Well, you're missing out. The DLC
why
for
we're
Witcher
fucked
3,
up. That's the
like
key
Blood and
party
Wine
people.
and Hearts of Stone, flawless. And as a matter of fact, the new upgraded version has DLC based on the
You're
TV
annoying
show.
to do this the fucking
Wow.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing.
Look at
They're just
that.
You guys play any Dark Tide?
I am playing it.
That is.
New game.
Oh yeah, Connor and I play it.
Is that fun?
It's very fun. I named my character Danny DeVito, and I made him an Orgrin, and he looks kind of like Danny DeVito, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Personally, hold the levers as we lower them in the
Hey,
boiling
you
oil.
mentioned that you want to take a
Stats?
class. Yeah. Are you gonna do that on stream, or is that something you're gonna do off stream?
I don't know. It would be fun to do it on stream, but it's probably going to be an off stream thing I do because learning anything on stream like is probably one of the worst experiences a human can have in all of everything. The problem with learning things on stream is that 50%
there's
of the
no
audience
expectation that you know about it
doesn't
already.
matter. Here's the problem. The problem is that 50% of the audience will act like they know what they're talking about, and as soon as then they'll just say like the dumbest, most frustrating shit in the world, and then as soon as you spent like a week with a thing and you go back through chat, you realize that like most of the people that were giving you like such strong and solid advice are actually literally fucking brainlet, clueless dipshits. And then it's just like impossible sorting through everything. Like in the meantime, it's like the most frustrating experience in the world.
Okay, hold on. But you kind of liked it when you did gym talk, even though. You
No,
got a
I
lot
don't. It's like some of the
retarded feedback.
most fucking frustrating shit in the world. No, it's not. It's not fun. I guess screaming at people is fun, but it's not like, yeah. And that's already. And I did all of the learning for that offline too. If that would have been done like on stream, that would have been cancerous as well.
Do you think you would do it in that way then? Like you do your class and then you come on and talk about like the thing that you learned?
I don't even know how I would talk about it. It would just be nice when I'm going through studies to be able to explain like different like statistical methods and like what a particular thing means or whatever.
I mean, because like for months you would do gym talk like at the start of streams.
Yeah,
So
but that's
maybe
just
you
because
do
like
stat talk.
Yeah, but what do we? There's nothing to argue about. Like it's all like math shit.
don't know.
There's not gonna be like as much. There's not such a thing as like bro stats. Like stats are kind of a thing that I think you have to agree on them or you don't. There's not like a bunch of like bullshit around them.
As somebody who goes to the gym quite a bit, I know, like you know so much more about the science of it and the biomechanics than I do. I just like, go lift heavy
I mean, as long
shit.
if you
He
go,
doesn't know enough to
if
start
you,
to
good one.
stop starting
Hey,
strength.
good one. Hey, do you want to go crash in another tree, Cherry? Yeah, that's right. Maybe instead
Whatever.
of stopping
You
me,
start drinking
maybe
2
you should,
liters of milk like that
maybe you
motherfucker
should.
suggests.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm good. If you
Did
just
you say, did you say milk?
Yeah.
Milk.
Okay,
Oh,
what's up,
did I
Nacho?
say it with-
What?
Wait, who just joined? Oh, Darius joined. What do you want, Darius?
What
Hey,
up?
Darius.
Yeah, we're both black. I get why you thought that. Yo, what's up, man? What's up,
Nothing
Steve? I
much,
got a question to ask you because I've been.
Oh, wait, stop. Are you lighting something in the background?
Oh, you can hear that? Okay. Yeah. Do you hear that anymore?
Not
Are you done?
anymore. Are you okay?
Smoke your crack before you join the
Fine, I'm chilling. I'm chilling. So I've been single for a little bit, and I'm getting into like my body, you know. And I have a question. Have you ever used like a fleshlight?
Nope.
Whoa.
Legit, Steve. I'm telling you, dude. Like I don't know how many times a day. Like I think me and you are men of high libido. I don't know how many times you jerk off a day, but like I'm telling you, I'm a crazy.
Good God.
And I bought this fleshlight. Turn on Casual Meows JOI videos. It's like 30 minutes of like instructional
I'm
masturbation.
gonna be totally honest. Flashlights look like they don't feel good at all. Do they actually?
Dude, they look like they don't actually. They look like weird fucking things, but it's actually.
Darius, let him borrow yours. Let him test
Oh,
it
no,
out.
dude, I will legit bring it over. It's a travel size.
So
Please clean it. Please clean it.
Fleshlight
No,
is
dude.
is not the best. Get a Tengu. Those are way better.
Are those the eggs?
Dude, what's it
No,
called?
they have the eggs, but
I've heard of dudes fucking eggs.
Dude, those Tengu things. I was at fucking Andy Milanakis' Airbnb, and this dude had like a whole drawer filled with like those Tengu things or whatever. They're like disposable pocket pussy things, right? Or am I wrong?
I mean they have the disposable ones. I will
Yeah,
say
yeah.
those fuckers are a pain in the ass to clean. You have to use the right cleaner; it'll deteriorate.
We're not
it's
just
a-
gonna skate past that. I'm sorry. What do you mean? An
mean,
Airbnb had a drawer full of them? Or
Because
did
it's-
Andy
it's-
Milanakis
it's-
travel
it's
with that
service.
many?
That have destroyed somebody's life, and like, but the one was talking today on Benjamin Boyce, she was like 97 or 98, so it was, but she said 2002, and I was like, oh god. So anyway, hard. Oh my god, guys losing their jobs, you're ready to fucking kill people because they might be homeless. Well, get a fucking couple, take a couple kids with you, motherfucker. Be homeless with kids. So anyway, if I had a 12-year-old son, because some people would look at me and think I've just been no. Any other course, I would have lost my mind. I'd either been like a dude who got married at normal ages, but we have but this is a society that offers more than just domestic farm life or a servant. Yeah, I guess something in the village. You're not going to be rich if you were born in the castle. You ain't going to live in it. Well, castles are for times of. Well, yeah, I guess you can have luxury when you have fortified walls. But yeah, they were built sturdy. Otherwise, huts would have. Necessity creates these things. But anyway, I ramble. Tangent. See, there. It's gone. Oh, yes, if I had a 12-year-old son, because I'm trying to remember. Oh, yeah, I was masturbating before my mother died. Oh, I was masturbating before my mother died. It was, oh, God. Oh, God, I just woke up. I think I was just around 13. Woke up one more Saturday morning with Woody and just, oh, God, it was horrid. Oh, it was fucking horrid. I was like, I'm going to hell. And it felt so good. And it's like, then I started doing it more and like Vaseline stuff. It was like a masturbation monster. Oh God, things were just, it was just too hectic. That was my year 13. I take a special, like, you shouldn't encourage that on the big mouth perverted Netflix Jew propaganda. I'm just so, because I don't know, maybe it is written by 13-year-olds. Because people have to experience the world somehow. We're a dysfunctional thing. Because that ain't the tip of the iceberg. It's like, why are they showing it? I don't know. Are you looking at like 8 Muses and shit? Are you looking at they're very artistic things out there in the world? Oh. Yeah, if you're looking at the cartoon porn, lolly. I don't look at the friggin' the Japanese anime porn. It's marketing. The regular porn, Gravity Fucks and Naughty Mrs. Griffith. My goodness. Oh, and the demon shape-shifting. I try to stay away from the transformations because, yeah, we're holding that off. I'm sure it's possible in physics in some world. Just, but in front of me, I might shoot you. Yeah. So, I don't know. I bet that's a joke. That's what got Kevin Hart kicked off the thing. That was a very honest joke. But not really, because it makes it funny because it's a joke. It's like, that's insane. I would be very upset. But as people know, because it's beforehand, I know there's a posse. Because I know it could be the crying game. I know the dudes. I know the 2 dudes sit next to me. I mean, just I don't want to believe because she's just too consistent to not be a single mother, and yet the big baritone voice of anger. Our walls rambled. Oh, and somebody picked up the phone. I'd be like, I called her a few times because I'm very shy about the phone talking. If we talked on the phone, that'd be like a relationship. So it's just the age of text and sending Valentine's Day cards, and I guess I got a Valentine's Day card, so that must be like the one I burnt in the fireplace. I mean, that must have meant that I was Valentine's Day and that we were official, but there wasn't anything official in there. Just anyway. Oh yes, back to the fleshlight and 12-year-old boy, because it's like, well, I say don't do that. I look at my situation and I look at my life, and the reason I have a fun life is because, well, because they can see it in your energy. Oh, now that I'm old, okay, I can read it. Body language, it's body language. You say energy or body language. I don't. Anyway, you want to start fucking that. This is what I've seen as a man who did that, and I stayed off the cliff, and I've seen a lot of shameful men with their heads cast down, because the things that I confessed that I did, and even there's nothing worse that I have not confessed to, unless there's secret things. Sure, I might have run over a bicyclist at night, but I watched the news days afterwards to see if any mortalities, deaths, or police notices. Nothing. It was dark. You should have had some bright clothing on. I was crying on my way home from a rave in a black car with my headlights off. It was a very traumatic night. That was the second night I took Dominique to, we decided we went out again. Things seemed really going good. She had her different angel uniform on. And just hanging around, like, just making sure I was like sober and wow, and she's like, I have new friends, I'm going to go with them. Bye. Like, bye. And then I just went home, and I knew that I would never hear from her again. They were just, well, I was old, and the only reason why because so anyway, back to the whole if should a 12-year-old have a fleshlight. And I guess that would lead to the thinking a 12-year-old. I hadn't put it into that aspect yet. Morally, of course, we want to train people so because I almost died. Like I said, I'm one of the few. I'm one of the few chronic masturbators. The other guys, they didn't masturbate because they got girlfriends. And so I'm not, and they're fucked up. My brother had a girlfriend well before I did, and he was 15, and I was like, my dad's like, my second. I was like, why? I partly because I was jealous, but also didn't make sense. My dad was encouraging it, and well, he's like the European. Well, I'd rather have them here than someplace else. So, but he had no control over them. They were goth kids, and anyway, he's in a hospital. He don't talk or move no more, and he would have been there many years ago. Probably been dead if it happened for so many people to maintain his drug addict lifestyle from having his heart broken. Because do you want to get married at friggin' that young? Guess what? Somebody's gonna have to pick up the ramifications of it. And yeah, you can say, oh well, the baby could be aborted, so it won't ruin her future. Well, you don't understand. She's emotionally in her brain associated. Well, whatever just happened to make the baby. The effects of dependence. People who are dependent on a provider, a family. You talk about child abuse. But my goodness. The kids sneak out, or if they have this behavior, and now you have ramifications. Well, you're going to force a man to, well, I don't know. That's right, because we've been in a situation where they're dependents of the government now. They're no longer dependents of the baby's father or mother. No longer dependents of the mother with help from the grandparents. No longer dependence of the grandparents when the mother dies or goes to the rehab home and hits the streets. They're dependent on the government, and they're getting government jobs, and they have no idea how a home works. Such a nice, lovely thought to end with. But anyway, I don't have a 12-year-old son. I don't have anybody who's depending on me. Government's depending on me. And well, the children of the world depend on the government. Well, and I've just been canceled because I can't be seen providing. It would just feed a stereotype.